Hey guys. Sorry. I was looking at some stuff that was going on around here. Anyway, wow. Aries. If you're new to the channel, I'm glad you're here and you found me. Please like and subscribe. It's at the right hand corner of the video, the little picture. And also, I'm available. You can go into my description box below and find my website, and always, come in with whatever readings or whatever services I offer, you can contact me. Anyway, and thank you for my returners always. Here we go. So basically, this is an Aries reading that I came in with because, what's funny, what I first have to say is that um, whenever we're doing Western, I always go back 20 degrees in Eastern astrology for just because of the Gregorian calendar and how man screwed it up. And so I just go back 20 degrees. But, Western is still valid. It's just like different views of the same mountain, really. But basically, I always do look into the Vedic part of it and what's going on with that. So with that being said, you know, I don't know for sure. I'd have to go back and see what I get from the. But I could have sworn, I could have sworn that I actually might have. This feels familiar for the Aries, but I'm not sure because there's a lot of shit that's going on that I'm getting. So, with that being said, let me go back to what I was originally going to say is that when I go back, I do decan. So, if you're like if you're right after the Pisces cusp, so you're there and you're anywhere during March or even sometimes mostly during the last part of March. But yeah, I mean, that's a kind of a Pisces what I call the cuspies is like it's like you have both energies of both of these signs, and I'm not really sure what will relate to you or what also with how much you've grown or done in your own growth of everything and how that works for you. And so it doesn't have to be your sun sign, it can be your moon, Venus rising, or any place where you have Aries in your chart strongly. um, anyway, this is just what came out. So, what's funny is I just did a Pisces reading earlier, and it's the power of joy again that came in. So, this could be the tail end of the Pisces energy, or just overall for everybody. It's a good message, no true. So, basically, there's that. And the other thing is I found and was really great is you had Ganesh come in. And Ganesh is a really good remover of obstacles if you want them removed. And it could be health. And then that brings me to the water. I just felt this strong when I was doing a little meditation after, because I already did the Pisces before. So I've been working on Aries too as well. But when I just did a nice meditation, I'm like, oh, wow. Uh, there's something really strong. Water, water, water. I feel water strongly. Like there's a lot of water. There's something about water. You need to drink it, bathe in it, immerse yourself in it, go swimming in it, do whatever you got to do around water, and also think of water about how it works in your body. And I don't know if you guys have ever watched What the Bleep Do We Know, but there's a Japanese guy that studied water, and molecules actually change when you paste affirmations on them like love and light. And so maybe even bringing some whatever you do, but just know that there's something to infuse this water and think about the water. Maybe even environmentally, you might even end up traveling to help the planet somehow with the water. I don't know, but there's something strong, however you want to take that in your way, is water, water, water. And that comes with also, she came in about nurturing yourself. Okay, so that's another thing. So that's getting into the other decon, but the whole planet needs to know about the water, but it's coming in strong for the Aries energy. Also, what's coming in very strong to me with the Aries energy, wow, well, there's a lot. But let me just first start with the first one that I came with was that it was like, well, it's a wand. It's a 9 of wands, which you're fire. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. I forgot to show you your stuff. I always do this and I forgot. Again. Okay, Aries, there you are. And, of course, you're fire. And ruled by Mars. And, and think about the Fool from the tarot deck. He came down, the Fool came down for the first sign. He was like, his personality came down through the veils. And so Aries was the first sign of the zodiac. It is the first sign. And so, anyway, that's that. And if you want to watch that, I have a whole Fool thing on here for the tarot. So we've got that nurturing of yourself. It's like, I feel like a lot of you, maybe you're not, maybe you need to nurture yourself with water somehow, like drink more, bathe more, or something. There's something about water, bathing, and then it could even go deeper into the something really strong, though. That came up in my meditation, and then it came out in the cards. So remember the power of joy from the Pisces, and the tail end of that is still coming out. Ganesh. Okay, and then we got this energy of the Nine of Wands that is like, let me just say, this energy is like, it's like that, when that time when you just know that it's that you're ready to give, that you no longer have passion for this project. you know Sun, moon, rising, sun strongest, but any place you have Aries, of course, again, I'm going to say it again. I said it once, I'm going to say it again. I'm gonna say it again. You're no good, you're no good, you're no good. Baby, you're no good. Okay, so anyway, something about, it's not really defeat as much as it is just surrendering, like, to the things that you thought you might be able to do, but then realized you couldn't do them, or you couldn't follow through with them, or something that you couldn't do that you couldn't follow through with. I feel like there's a lot of reasons why, and I'm going to go into that. That could be the culprit of all of it. Okay, so that's what it is. It's like that 9. It's like, oh, I just realized all of a sudden that this is like almost like you've been fighting for it the whole time, following through, and then just something around the 9, you just was like, fuck it, I can't do this anymore. I have to admit defeat or something. I don't even know if that's the right word, but that's what I was feeling. So I have to surrender to the fact that this just may not be. It's not for a fact that you didn't try. I feel like, but you lack follow through now. It just like it's over. It feels over. Anyway, part of that is because you started to be lazy. First of all, some of you became very lazy, and that's weird for an Aries. But if a lot of you are in the March part of it, or the first decan, the first 10 degrees, you could be bleeding into the Pisces. That could be like part of your lazy thing, because you just don't know what the fuck you're doing, whether you want to be a fish or if you want to be a ram, and you can't figure that shit out. It was very confusing for y'all. Anyway, you're very, and then you have to start to realize that you're lazy or you're just ordinary, and you can't decide which is worse. That might be what made you lazy, that you found out you were just ordinary, and maybe you didn't really have anything to aspire to, and you kind of gave up a little bit. So that's where I'm feeling you slowed down and then became very alone. Could be homeless, could be just alone. Maybe you just retreated up in a mountain. I wish that was what I do. But, just alone in general. I'm not sure. Just very alone. There's aloneness there. I felt it too. If you don't get out of your funk here, because that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing you need to nurture yourself with the water to get to the Ganesh shit. Because even another one's like isolation, like, and it was reversed. So it's like, maybe you're fighting the isolation, but there's no use in fighting it, because you were too lazy to fucking do something when then you just couldn't accept that you were just ordinary for some reason. Maybe you had a past that was too glorified, or maybe maybe you just were never that glamour. You were just always ordinary, and I don't know. It caused you to be alone. Maybe there's something else that happened. I'm not sure. Wherever this resonates in your chart, male or female, no gender thing. It's just, that's what's coming in. Okay, now let's take a look at what is going on in the oracles for y'all. Okay, so we want Aries, highest energy incoming for Aries. And this can be anywhere in your chart again. And please and thank you, Spirit. Please show me what's going on for Aries, highest energy. Timeless, timeless, highest energy. Anything? Thank you. Incoming, highest energy. Please and thank you, Spirit. Gosh, you guys got some messages coming in here. Damn, they're flying out. Anything, please and thank you, Spirit. Blessed you, higher soul. All right. Wow. The heck is going on here? Well, patience is required. Which, remember, I've told you all this before. If you're returning, if you listened, or maybe you didn't catch that, well, I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again. Okay. So patience and tolerance, different levels. Patience is on the higher octave of the brain, which is the beyond the midbrain, primary consciousness, and then the secondary is, the ego kind of personality energy. That's tolerance. Patience comes from way up there. So you need to be getting higher with yourself and spirit. That's one thing that knows with the patience. But also get rid of envy. Some of you might have some envy. It could be because you're in a situation that you've lost the laziness or whatever. Maybe it was not laziness. It could have just been other things. But it looks to me in this situation that I'm reading that the higher octave would have went to I'm ordinary and I love it. And then the laziness, because you were ordinary in the lower octave, this is just what I'm picking up. So also all tied up again, like the Pisces energy. So something you're not seeing or don't want to see or not wanting to move forward. This is of your own doing. Okay, we're all co-conspirators to our own an attachment. You got attachment to something. You got attached to something. It could be your comfort. It could be your partner. It could be your job. It could be anything. But you got complacent, lazy because you're attached to something that made it easy for you, and you can't see something about your own self. Okay. But you think a lot about it. It's like you mental masturbate about it, but nothing ever happens. Anyway, you're in a funk. And somebody you're envy of something. You have envy, like something. I don't know what it is, but it's like you wish that you could. It's like you're pissed off because part of you knows that you could have been more, but you never had ability to do more. I don't know. Some part of you still blaming shit on things, and there's no more time for that. You just got to get the fuck up and get your shit together. Stop thinking about it. Do it. Do. Don't talk shit about doing shit till you actually do it. I'll cleanse these in a minute. Okay, so now we got another one, and then I got one to read to y'all. Gosh, man, what the hell? You guys got to get out that funk. Get out that funk. All right, Aries, please and thank you. Highest energy and good for the Aries coming in energy. Please and thank you, Spirit. Higher soul, Melissa Jude. Give me something good. What does Aries need to know? Upcoming, incoming. Thank you. Please and thank you. Anything else? Aries, highest good. Well, they want you to sing and dance. And then we've got your ear. So this to me is like, this is somewhere around, whenever I think of the ear, it's like I go from the throat to the third eye. So it could be anywhere in between. You might have earaches. You could have something with your teeth going on. Something with your communication or your throat in a physical or metaphorical on any of these levels. Third eye opening, seeing, starting to shift the balance. Like you have to get something with the ears. And maybe your hearing is off balance because you're off balance. There's something about this ear thing going on. So let me see what it says. Let me check this out for y'all. I like this card for some reason because it covers two chakras. So we've got notice messages that appear as sounds, music, and words from both external sources and within your mind. These messages are real answers to your prayers. Okay, this came along. What were we doing there? Where's the singing and dancing? There it is. It came right there. It came both of them. So there's something about the hearing, music. Maybe there's something you need to do with your hearing. It could also just be like there's actually something you need to maybe go clean them out. But you definitely need to be talking to your ascended masters more often. That is clear. Now let's see what else is going on. Anything else I got to say to you all? Because I'm telling you, don't forget that water and the nurturing, and then you can get into your removal. But you got to get off the damn couch, man. Get out of bed. You got to go exercise. That's also what I'm feeling. Like you needed the water, but there's also some kind of movement you need to be doing that you're letting your body get complacent. You're not really moving it enough. And maybe you say, well, maybe I walk. I have to walk here. Or I ride, or I do this. It doesn't matter. You got to keep your joints juicy. First place the aging process starts is in the joints. So you want to make sure that you're keeping your joints juicy. You know what I mean? And I got a whole thing on here about it. So go ahead and look it up. And also, if you need a reading or have any questions, you can always shoot me an email from my description box below my website. See what you need. Call me. See if we can work something out. A lot of my stuff I can do on the phone. Obviously, I can't do body work. I can do healing work, but no body work. Get out of that tied up situation. Stop having yourself tied up. Lift the mask. Lift the veil. Illuminate shit. It's bleeding in from Pisces to Aries. You got to do it, man. Okay, now we got two things I got two cards that came out of this deck, and I'm trying to decide if I can do them both. I think I need to do that. But I do feel like you guys need to definitely open up your hearts more and stop feeling sorry for yourselves and expand yourself from laziness and untidy. And it just feels like you got in a little rut with this laziness and slowed down. And you're going to be alone and isolated. It just feels dark and shitty. So don't do it. And we'll see what else comes up. Don't be tied up, though. Just lift your own mask. It's like the devil when they have them chained and they're loose. They could get out anytime they want. You can also unlock the blindfold anytime you want. That's your own sword energy. Okay? So let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Where's it at? Let's do it. Okay, let's go. I'm going to do, I don't know which one. Shit. You guys, let me ask Spirit. I mean, I'll do them both, I guess. What a trip. I'm going to tell you this. Whatever one I come to first. I love the way I do it. This is how I do it. I don't think I've ever read the Artist Way. That's a cool one. We did that one. That's not yours. It's fun, though. I like it. Whichever one, baby, comes to first. I love this shit. It's fun. Okay, so maybe I'll just stop somewhere else if they don't stop fucking with me. I mean, it's not really fucking with me, but it's like these. That's another thing that's wild about these things is that they just like they don't. It's like they're always. It's sometimes they hide. I don't know how to explain it. But they're just weird, but I love them. They're really cool. The lady I think passed away, but she here it is. I came to this one first. Here we are. All right, y'all, get ready. It's about the healer. Look, it's even got healer. Coming from a place. All right. Coming from a place of love and power, this spiritual healer sees wholeness and perfection in all things. Healing power and strength is derived from an intimate relationship with the natural world and a deep understanding of being one with divinity. Know that in the highest states of awareness, there is no human concept of anything or anybody to fix. We as a society are moving in that direction slowly. It can only benefit us to make this effort to return to our roots and herbs and to seek nature for our own remedy and medicinal cures. We have the capacity within ourselves to recover this knowledge as well as the mindset of our ancestors because it is buried within our DNA. This reemerging need for familiarity with the natural world runs deep within our blood. However, we've largely forgotten how to nurture the interrelation. And as a result, we have become out of balance with our environment and have fallen prey to much medicinal misinformation. All of this can change, starting with you as you spend more time on the land and open your heart to learn to source the giver of all life and healing. Now, this also goes with the water. I'm telling you, there's something about that too. So there's something about going back to nature or planting. Maybe you need to plant some seeds. Now I'm going to have to say something to y'all. I don't know if you remember or my returners, but I had did a I think I did a video. I'm pretty sure I did a video. I know it's in my Enlighten Up class thing, online class, that if y'all are interested in that too, I'll have to leave a link to that. It's on my actually massage school thing. I mean, my website. So, which has got all that on there. But anyway, um, the DNA of a seed, right, is the same. I mean, it's got DNA. A seed has DNA, and everything has DNA. A seed has DNA. Plants are alive. They have DNA. The whole fucking shit show. Beautiful shit show. Anyway, um, if you put this is when I was alone for a long time, and I actually was talking to Spirit about I'm practicing for my Tinkerbell outfit. I'm either going to be Tinkerbell or something equivalent with this because I have a only costume. But I want to be Tinkerbell because I'm watching. I ended up watching Once Upon a Time Again, and they're on the Peter Pan Tinkerbell series part of it, and I'm like, I think I'm going to be Tinkerbell. Anyway, I love Halloween. So if you put a seed that has its own DNA into your mouth and you sit with it and you meditate, which means just no thoughts. Focus only on your frontal lobe and your soul purpose, and that's it. And every time a thought comes by, like a cloud, the only way it can stay and be existent is with your energy. So just let it pass itself by, and you bring your attention back to your breath and to your frontal lobe. And do this about 10 minutes with the seed in your mouth. Then you grow it and it will heal to, if you do this correctly and you actually do this, you become one with the seed. It mixes with your DNA and it will plant and grow to anything that's physically going on with you. And also, if it's winter and you don't have a place, if you're listening from cold places, you can't plant all the time, you can definitely plant like basil in with it and do it in your window or any kind of herb and put it on your pizza or what have you. So anyway, that was really good. That was a good one, wasn't it? I liked it. And also, I'm contemplating if I want to read this other one because it's so okay, I'm going to do it real quick. The Journey. This is another one I got, but it came out after the other one, but I'm going to read it anyway because it seems like I just need to. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know why. No, no, baby. I can't tell you why. Look at us, baby. Up all night. Tearing our love apart. We the same two people who live through years in the dark. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Every time I try and walk away, something makes me turn around and stay. Okay, here we go. The Journey. Okay, overcoming. Service. When you're nervous, become service. That was the last one, I think. Anyway, dressed in cosmic complementary colors, these celestial sisters have come down from the stars to explicitly express love, learning, and happiness. Unfortunately, not all is sunshine and interplanetary bliss here at the Earth School. Trying to make sense or even fathom all the current chaos and evil doing going on in the world around us is mind boggling. Yes, yet it behoves us to find understanding and lightheartedness in each moment and to seek the best that life has to offer us at this time. Of greatest importance, though, is to be of service for the highest good of self and to others. For in this life, we have only two real choices: we either serve or we suffer. Now is time to come together in cooperation, to engage in community, to get involved on a local level, to help one another and restore harmony and peace in the world. Okay, I'm glad I read that, you guys. Hallelujah. Woo! I'm happy about it because it really makes a lot of sense that we need to. I mean, I feel collectively it makes sense that we need to like get the fuck together, come together, and get this shit going on. But don't forget to nurture yourself and the water thing, and maybe even your food. I don't, but the water and the body, you got to get that stronger. It seems, and the ear. Don't forget about all this shit. You can rewatch this shit too. So don't forget Aries tribe, and wherever that is in your chart, male or female, all this stuff is good to know. Okay, and so I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you next time. Namaste. Love you guys. I love you. I mean, I love you a whole bunch. I'll see you next time. Bye, beauties. Yeah, and thank you.